Alright, Paimon, what you got for me? Nothing? Man, I thought Paimon would start yapping the second the game opened. Alright, hello and welcome everybody. Well, we've made it to 5.0. I guess we'll start by saying thank you everyone for supporting this channel for so long. We only recently hit 200 subscribers, and I apologize that I haven't been streaming as often. So, there is probably a lot of features, so let us go through them little by little. I guess Stellar Reunion is the first newest thing popular recently. What is this? Oh god, that's loud. Did not expect that jump scare video. Holy crap. Alright, so Sharktacular Safari. And Kazuha's back. I'm not really excited about either one of these. I don't know, just confirm the new one for the lulz, I guess. If I sound a little bit distant, it's because I've been getting overworked recently and I'm just really tired. It's exuding a lot of my energy to even be here right now. But I really want to be right here right now because I have been putting this off, and I fear that if I take like another week off from streaming Genshin, I'm just going to get bombarded with spoilers in my YouTube feed. So I figured I might as well at least record some chunk of the way through, and then perhaps on either tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday, I'll have a little bit of extra time where I could stream some more. I don't know how much content we have to blow through for the Archon quest, but I'm expecting it to be about 6 hours. Flowers resplendent on the sun-scorched sojourn. That is the next Archon quest. Oh, that's the new item that lets us make a new artifact, the artifact transmuter. That's one of the new features. Alright. So yeah, now I can make a new artifact with 2 substats. That's pretty cool. And I can start burning leveled up artifacts in order to do it. This just gives me more reasons to start grinding artifacts, I guess. I kind of wish that the tutorial for this was probably... I wish that this was like a new person in every single town rather than a gadget, because I feel like I'm gonna forget that that's a gadget in my inventory.
Once there was a glory.
Alright, battle pass is set again. Bunch of new shit. Please select a basic BP reward. You can change your reward plan at any time during the BP season. What is this? Automatically use this plan for subsequent BPs and do not automatically show this pop-up again. I kind of want the Mystic Enhanced. I don't want the artifact stuff. I'm just going to be burning a bunch of artifacts anyway. Alright. Well, that's new. Oh, that's right. I guess I should check that because that's one of the new things. There's supposed to be some new stuff on the battle pass. 10 furnishings, 2 teapot salesmen. I wish they would get rid of this teapot salesman shit off of the fucking battle pass. It's really annoying. Enhanced 5-star artifacts, total of 30 levels. That's the new thing. So yeah, this is the new thing on the BP period. We can now get Primo Gems from the battle pass from doing this. Which, just again, grinding artifacts is probably what I'm going to start doing in my off time. Hi, Timmy. Now let's go through this. A quest to kindle ancient flames. Time remaining 37 days. Did you hear that? Those thunderous horns. Oh yeah, this is our free 5-star selector. I wish it was advertised more, or at least it was told it was here. For those who are really curious, I've said for the longest time, I wanted Dia. We even pulled on Dia's limited banner and didn't get her. So, my choice has already been made for me. But feel free to leave a comment and tell me who you picked. Yes.
My name's Dia. I'm the merc you hired. So, what you got for me? A commission, a fight, armed escort? Whatever it is, you know where to find me.
Oh, it also tells you your constellation level when you choose. That's pretty neat. Oh, yeah. Free stuff for logging in. Gotta make sure to remember to do that.
Oh, I can join
This character can be invited while progressing through flowers or spin it. So we get a free Kachina. Milani test run. 37 days to complete the Archon quest for bonus stuff. And Mulani looks like they have a character quest as well. Feather of Proclamation. New boss, I guess. Alright. I'm actually going to be very interested on people who do challenge missions moving forward, because moving forward from now, we're actually going to have, what's it called? You'll be able to go straight to Natlan after finishing Leeway. So I wonder if the story will change slightly if you decided to, as a newer player, you beat the Leeway Archon quest and went straight to Natlan instead of going through the Inazuma Sumeru Fontaine route. I actually hope that they do that in later patches. I feel like they open the story up more. I feel like once you get to... Once you get through the Leeway section of the Archon quest, I feel like you should just be free to go to either Sumeru, Inazuma. Ideally, you're going to go through one of those two next. They have the warp spot to Fontaine, and they have the warp spot to, I guess they're going to add a warp spot to Natlan. I actually don't know where it is on the map. I'm actually curious. So we're going to look at that next. We take the same upgrade materials as Farazan. And then these sand grease poopa from the annoying things. Which reminds me, we have a new feature. We can now do this. There are 9 here and 9 here. And it recommends we go into the Wennet tunnels to get these. Interesting. That's a new feature. Keep an eye out for those. I have delayed installed long enough. Flowers resplendent on sun-scorched sojourn. Natlan and new adventure. Ooh, I can enable focused experience mode. Yes. I wish that was the default. I wish I didn't have to hit a button for that. Go to Maritime Harbor. Natlan was a region that I wasn't really excited for. I was more excited to finally just meet characters from Natlan because it was really weird to me that we've met characters from Fontaine as early as the Inazuma quest. We've met characters from Chesnaya as early as Mondstadt. But we've met no one from Natlan until we got that weird event where we were trying to tame monsters. For anyone who remembered playing that event. Are we going to say bye to Linny and Lynette right before we go? It would be really weird if you could start this quest right after finishing Leeway, if it's going to send us here to start.
Wow, time flies. Just like that, it's time for us to embark
The last
on
thing
the
we
next
did
phase
before
of our journey.
the last thing we did before we left Sumeru was we said bye to Dia.
We need to head to Natlan next. Neverland called it a nation of dragons, but that description doesn't give us much to go off of.
We haven't met anyone from Natlan either. I was just saying that.
Exactly. Even when Inazuma was completely closed off, we still managed to run into people from there and other nations.
God, at least they're acknowledging how weird it is.
Huh. Could it be that there are no humans in Natlan?
Man, what if that was the case? How crazy would that be?
Yes, yes. That look of surprise and
Charlotte,
excitement
what are you
is
doing here?
Perfect. Hold it right there. Now look at the camera and big smiles on 3. Ready?
Okay, just make sure you get Paimon's good side. Wait, hang on a minute. What's with the photo shoot, Charlotte?
Are you coming with us?
Well, I heard you two were about to leave for the next part of your journey. After everything you did for Fontaine, the Steambird simply had to follow up on a scoop like that.
I'm sure you would.
Oh, I have a feeling we're going to be short on material once you're gone.
I think that's a good thing, Charlotte. No news is good news.
Oh, so you knew we were leaving. We don't need a big send-off. That's not really our thing.
No, throw me the biggest party.
Yeah, that's definitely not your style, but we got to thinking. And, well, a little change never hurt anyone, right?
We?
All those
Navia!
obstacles we overcame side by side.
And it's gonna be really weird for people who skip the Fontaine Archon quest to just start with this if they
Don't be a
can.
stranger now, partner.
I don't know if that's actually a feature or not. I guess you would just have to cut this one scene out and skip to the next quest if you haven't done Fontaine. It would be pretty easy to code that, I think.
If you encounter any troubles along your journey, you need only let us know, no matter the distance between us.
Partings are inevitable, of course.
Oh wow, Farina's
But
here too!
Distance makes the heart grow fonder, right?
I guess Nouvelette... I don't expect Nouvelette to send us off. I imagine he's very busy.
One thing will never change, though. We'll always have the memories we made together during this time.
Ironically, with minus Navia and Charlotte, we actually met Clorand and Farina here
Whoa,
at Maritime
you're
Harbor.
here.
I'm sure we'll all meet again. Let me know the next time a festival rolls around.
Already thinking about taking time off? Any excuse for a party, huh?
Yeah, I already said throw me a big party.
But yes, you can count on us. We wouldn't let you miss out on all the fun.
I still think it's funny that there's like the Fontaine Film Festival is this game's version of Halloween. And it's like a few months before Halloween in our world.
Well, in light of your impending departure, shall we take a photo together?
Ooh,
Why not?
Great idea. We even have a professional photographer with us. Charlotte, would you do us the honor?
Thank God. It's like my nightmares of Star Rail having to take photos for like every little thing in that game.
Leave it to me. Just give me a moment to set the camera up.
Oh, by the way, you're overthinking the whole Natlan issue, Paimon. Natlan has human inhabitants and its own unique culture, just like Fontaine.
I would assume.
It's just that, because of their local customs, the native people choose not to leave.
Kind of like how people choose not to leave the Fortress of Meripede.
They're not unwelcoming to outsiders, though. People travel there for business and leisure alike, and usually return with nothing but good things to say.
Also, Liban's never been there, so we're actually going to go to some place Liban has never been to before.
Many members of the Spina have visited in the past, too.
Really?
Well, that's a relief.
I don't imagine the
Hopefully we
Spina
don't get
gets out of
swept up
Fontaine
in
all
any
that much.
major drama this time.
Don't speak too soon.
Well, given your experience and skill in that regard,
Ugh.
I have no doubt you'll be able to overcome anything that comes your way.
Charlotte, I hope you set up that camera real fast. We're about to make an awkward conversation over here.
Still, I hope you can avoid danger this time around. An uneventful trip might be a nice change of pace.
Now I'm just remembering from the 5.0 trailer. I think the world was going to end within the next year, is what they said in the trailer.
All right, I'm ready. Shall we? Well then, traveler.
Bon voyage!
Bon voyage! For some reason, people don't like that opening to the One Piece anime. It's okay. Go to Natlan.
Safe travels, traveler. You're welcome back anytime. If you let us know in advance, we could arrange even more people to greet you when you return.
I think it's really weird that the first people we met when we came to Fontaine are not here to see us off.
That would be quite the lively affair.
I wonder what Lenny and Lynette are doing.
Safe travels.
Okay,
That
so
would
you
be
two are one conversation together. Which means Navia, and then we'll talk to Charlotte last.
I heard there's a place in Natlan that produces precious stones.
Produces?
Next time there's a lull in my work, I gotta go pay it a visit.
It's producing precious stones. Like those artificial diamonds?
one picture to publish and one to keep for myself. Perfect.
Alright. Go to Natlan. They make it sound so easy. 3,000? Oh my god! Oh, that's not where I expected it. I expected it to be this way, down this path, where there's like the giant robot shooting off, because this path is clearly leading somewhere. But I guess we're going this way now. What's down here then? Conria? Oh, we can warp straight to this. Oh, hang on. I'm going to navigate there. So we literally just walk out into the desert and just keep going west. And you hit Natlan eventually. It's just right past the desert. We know that Snezhnaya is somewhere north of Sumeru. That was told to us during the Dirge of Bilquist questline.
Wow! So this is Natlan!
Very mountainous.
So many strange mountains.
Ooh, those are some cool
and
rocks.
So many animals Paimon has never seen before!
Fluffy llamas.
Huh. Doesn't look like there are any cities around here, though. Where should we start?
Follow the main road. I see signs of human habitation.
Good idea. Finding people means we can learn information about the local Archon.
Alright, I'm gonna place your... Alright, place your bets now. Will we get our 4 questions in this version, or will we have to wait till later?
And once we've met the Archon, we should have a better idea of what to expect during our journey.
If experience is anything to go by, that should be the case. Archons have the deepest connection to their respective nations. Sure they do. Just like Raiden Shogun, she knows everything about Inazuma.
Well, Paimon hopes this one is easy to get along with. As long as we don't get on their bad side, we should be fine.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I have to update my list. I forgot to update my list at the end of Fontaine for who the best Archons are. So, it has now been reverted to the Sumeru best Archons, because there is no Archon in Fontaine. There is no Santa Claus, there is no Easter Bunny, and there is no Archon in Fontaine. So, I wonder how the Pyro Archon's going to stack up in my list. We still got it in the S tier of Archons. Leading the pack is Naida. So, let's see if I feel inspired. Oh, fuck, I'm going to have to update the fucking hats tier list, too. Oh, so much stuff to do.
Keep following the road.
Keep following the road. I wish Paimon stayed floating behind me. Okay, what's this? Phlogiston. This special high-temperature thermal energy can be found throughout Natlan in all shapes and sizes. There are many ways to obtain phlogiston, and some devices can only be triggered and activated in the ejection of phlogiston. First things first, I want to just take a little bit of a backtrack. I just noticed there's a bar at the bottom right above my health bar. Oh no, it's like sheer cold all over again. So the Mausoleum of Deshra should still be visible from here. That place is huge. I want to see how the one nation transitions into the other. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's not behind the mausoleum. We're behind the desert of Hadramaveth. So yeah, it's just this little section across the water, so we had to go across tide pools. Interesting. Alright, now that we know how the one land transitions into the other, we ride. Whoa, what happened? Oh no. Did we just get Chen Yu veiled again? Fujin, not now. I don't have time to do an entire 15-hour world quest. Where's this place? Why there's so many rift towns? Be careful. Lost in the woods. I thought we were in focused experience mode. Between Pledge and Forgottens. God damn it. We got fucking Fujin. I guess we're doing this now. These things are fighting the Rift Towns.
Don't blink! Hey!
And they're getting their asses beat. Oh, did they clean up the UI a
Speed
bit?
of light.
Or is it just... I haven't played in so long. Oh my god, they're still going.
With sword comes shadow.
Germinate!
Overruled.
Hey, big guy, you okay? Can you stand? Oh no, it looks really weak. Ugh, seriously, those floaty ghosty dogs are always up to no good. In fact, make that all things floaty. You're fairly floaty as floaty things go, as far as floaty things go. Paimon's nothing like those guys. Anyway, forget that. For now, let's see if we can get this guy something to eat and let it rest for a while. It'll be feeling better soon. Paimon's sure of it. It's too late. It's been folding. Oh man, don't be so depressing like that, Aether. Aww. Heavy breathing, big guy. I know, it must be in so much pain. We defeated your foes. You can rest now, big guy. You did good. Is there anything else that's on your mind? Like that giant triangle over there? Is there something you'd like to tell me? Stretch out your hand, chosen of dragons. Reach out to me. Join strengths and then witness all, and thus liberate all. What's going on? There's no time to zone out. It's nothing. It's just a bit of a daze. Haru, Haru. Is that your desire, or reach out and touch the dying beast? Oh. What are you doing? Well, I didn't think that was going to happen. Why is the big guy so energetic all of a sudden? Wait, is that you, Dan? You're inside its body. Better not be some kind of strange dream. Thought we just rescued the little guy first. Can I jump? Yeah, look at me go. Got hops. Man, that attack animation. Oh, I left it. Uh-huh. What's a wise leave? Fill up the pillar. Floppy. You alright there, little guy? Rawr. Oh, that's adorable. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Is it your tail? Did you injure it when you fell from that barrier? Rawr. If only we could bandage it. This is Paimon's time to shine. Your backpack is full of that. Even when it's an emergency, it still takes all day to find anything. Let's use this scarf, Paimon's emergency backpack, instead. Wait, Paimon has a backpack too? I have no clue where that backpack of yours is even supposed to be. Huh, somewhere secret, somewhere safe, of course. Better not be in your prison wallet. Anywho. Anyway, do you want to use a scarf or not? Well, use it. Thank you kindly, Paimon. Alright, little guy, don't move. Wow, this guy is sure is well behaved, huh? That was Paimon's backup scarf? That should do the trick. Alright, feel better now? Rawr. Looks way better now. That's a relief. Still, how'd you end up in the barrier? In those rift towns? Man, this thing is so animated. So you don't know either? Huh, we don't really get what you're saying. Now that Ruth's rescued you, you can go home. I think the big guy was his parent, Paimon. What, do you not know where your home is? What about relatives then? Oh wait, the big guy from earlier. Way to catch up to my speed, Paimon. What do we do now? We can't just leave it here all by itself, right? Wrong? Might be better if you stay with us for a while. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe we'll find this little guy's family when we reach Natlan. I thought we were in Natlan. We've never seen anything like it. Chosen of dragons. Could that mean... Oh, you heard something like that? Now that Paimon thinks about it, Natlan is the nation of dragons. Does that mean that... Wait, they call the little guys like this Saurians around here, right? Aren't you my tour guide? Shouldn't you know this already, Paimon? Raoul. Paimon is starting to not live up to the bestest tour guide anymore. Come to think of it, Paimon does see some resemblance to the Vishaps, you know. 2 legs, 1 tail and all. Ah. We're happy to have you travel with us. We should ask our friend if that's what it wants to do first. Would you like to come with us? Is that a yes or a no? I don't speak Rar. Looks like we've all agreed then. Anyway, Paimon's Paimon. He's Dan. Rar rar. Oh yeah, you need a name too. Paimon, think. Since you're yellow and brown and all, how about we call you Hash Brown? Really, Paimon? Am I not going to get to pick a better name than that? Hash Brown seems crazy. Rura? I suspect that would only go down well at Good Hunter. I don't think it likes that name. Rue. Would you like Dan to give you a name then? Well, not that Paimon can vouch for his naming sense, though. Hey, I gave Logan a very respectable name. Because he has a big hat. All the names I come up with so far have been perfectly normal, I'll have you know. Poor little thing, to suffer such a calamitous fate. Yeah, that's a good name. You're Rollins now. Let's call this little fellow Rollins, shall we? Let's go with that. Alright. Rollins, that'll be your name from now on, little guy. Rollins. Rawr. Looks like our little friend loves the name. Well, with any luck, we'll solve the mystery that surrounds you while we're in Natlan. Maybe we'll get some clues as to why Dan was suddenly able to enter the Saurian's body. Oh yeah, you okay, by the way? You suddenly turned into a Saurian back there. Are you feeling uncomfortable anyway? Oh, I'm just a little Saurian sick. Becoming a Saurian for a bit was alright. Well, it'd best stay that way. Things could go south real fast, and someday you were to turn into Saurian and be unable to transform back. Oh, don't say shit like that. I don't want that to happen. That's nightmare fuel. Still, Dan, Paimon's never heard anyone in Natlan who could turn into a Saurian. That's kind of weird. Seriously, we only just got here, and it feels like so much has already happened. Anyway, how do we get out of here? Rawr. You know where the exit is? Obtaining Phlogiston. Uh-huh. Phlogiston particles. Saurian indwelling. Tipetlasari. Follow your Saurian companion. Oh, we can leave. What do you have to say, Rollins? Rar, rar, rar. Well, I didn't expect to accidentally get fucking Fujined. Strange pillars from before are gone. Huh. I once heard that there's a place called the Stadium of the Sacred Flame in the mayor in Natlan. Maybe someone there will know what's happened to the Rollins. Let's head there when we get the chance, okay? Rar. Okay, are we back on the main quest? Yep. That quest is gone. Weird. That was mandatory. Oh, that's what a pyroclast is. Neat.
Whoa! Check out those colorful pictures on the walls! We've got to be on the right track.
That looks like an arrow telling us to go this way. Crystal beetle. Oh no. It's Dark Souls all over again. We're collecting crystal lizards again. We've been going for 47 minutes already. I stop and read everything is the problem. Tribal spaces, okay. Ooh, this is the music that I remember hearing in that first Natlan teaser. Oh. Human civilization, we have found you. I long for human interaction.
I'm sorry, Kachina. I know it's not right for us to go back on our word like this, but Kempoa and I have to do well during this
NPC
pilgrimage.
designs.
You can't seem to find other people to join our team, and we don't have time to sit around and wait.
But if you two leave, I'll be the only one left.
We really are sorry, but you still have plenty of chances. You're young, and you bear an ancient name on top of that. We're just ordinary tribal warriors with years of battle under our belt and no glory to show for it. Not to mention the physical toll of all that fighting. We're no longer in our prime.
I would say if you've been in battle and you lived, that's glory in and of itself.
We barely had a chance last time, remember? We can't expect a better result with even fewer people.
So why are you ditching the girl?
Pilgrimage registration closes tonight. This is our last chance to switch teams.
Well, alright. I guess it is what it is. I just wish I was stronger. I'm nothing compared to the other ancient name bearers. But never mind. Guess this is just par for the course as Uthabiti, huh? I'm sure I'll figure something out.
Well, if we do well this time, there's still a spot for you at the victory feast.
Yeah, even though we're not participating in the competition together, we're still friends, aren't we?
So why are you dropping her?
Of course. Anyway, you guys should get going before it's too late. Go form a really strong team, okay?
Have I commented on my opinion on Kachina's design? I love the visor. I love the ears on her hair. Because I think she's like a rabbit, like, what's it called? Like a chinchilla or something? I love the hair braids. I love the armlets.
Guess I'll have to wait until the next pilgrimage.
Looks like that little girl over there was just abandoned. Wonder what happened. Oh, she looks so sad too.
Now it's not like you to care for random strangers so much, Paimon. Let's go check on her.
Huh? gosh, I'm fine.
Oh, she
Don't
heard
worry
us.
about me.
She's got big ears.
Wait, I haven't seen you around the tribe before. Are you travelers?
Yes. I am the Traveler, and this is Paimon.
Yep, we just got to Natlan.
Ooh, this beat. I'll admit, this music ain't my forte, but it fills all the needs.
Oh, welcome! I'm Kachina, Uthapiti Kachina.
The BT Kachina. Resilience is what her name means. Interesting.
Oh, that's something we call an ancient name. It's a tradition we have here in
I love her
Natlan.
gloves.
Although it's kind of complicated to explain. You can think of it like a title for now. If you're here for the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, you'll find out what they mean soon enough.
So, this pilgrimage, is that what you were discussing earlier?
Oh, yeah! It's a competition we hold every so often, where everyone competes to try and get the highest ranking. The competition receives tons of attention, so if you place highly, you're guaranteed instant acclaim, and you earn the right to take part in the Night Warden Wars.
The what?
Basically, the winners become heroes, and that's pretty much everyone's goal around here.
It sounds like the reward for victory is more responsibility. Sign me not up.
Sounds like a massive fighting tournament or something. Do you have to be in a team to participate?
Well, due to the sheer number of participants, the pilgrimage is actually divided into 2 phases. Phase 1 is a team competition. Usually, an ancient name-bearer serves as the team captain and leads their team in various battles around Natlan, with the goal of capturing Sacred Flame.
Go on.
Oh, and an ancient name-bearer is just someone with one of those titles I mentioned earlier. Someone like me. Once the team competition is over, the participants from the winning teams qualify to take part in individual one-on-one matches.
Sounds like some kind of Natlan National Games. How ironic is it that this is coming out right after the Olympics just happened?
Yeah, the scale seems pretty
Is the Olympics still ongoing right now? Is it not wrapped up? I don't know how long the Olympics last. I've only ever watched it once.
Wait a minute. If ancient name-bearers lead the teams, that means you must be a team captain.
Usually.
Although, I don't exactly have any team members anymore. The key to winning is in the strength of the team captain. That's what everyone says. But, the difference in strength between bearers can practically be night and day.
You have a vision, though.
So, their decision does make sense. I'd feel the same way if I were in their shoes.
What's your plan now?
All ancient name-bearers have to take part. It's our duty. So if no one wants to be on my team, then I'll just go it alone.
That sounds terrible. But that's mainly because I'm a social butterfly and I hate doing anything alone.
At worst, I'm looking at a few extra scrapes and scratches. I'm not great at fighting, but I always manage to get back on my feet in no time.
Psst, Traveler. Based on the direction of this conversation, Paimon thinks it might be time for us to do our thing.
Right there with you, Paimon. Actually, for once, no, I'm not. I don't want to sign up for some stupid tournament. It's like exact time already.
Yep, time for the next phase of our journey to start for real.
It's an
what
excuse
are
for us
you
to
guys
explore all of
talking
Natlan,
about?
though. Can we join your team? They went with the fucking big eyes.
Sorry, didn't mean to freak out on you. I just, how should I put this?
No, are foreigners not allowed to participate?
I really appreciate the offer. That's so unbelievably generous of you. But only people from Natlan are allowed to take part in the pilgrimage.
Darn, I hate it when I'm right. How xenophobic of you, Natlan.
Oh, Paimon thought we could just join your team and fight our way to the top and then become heroes.
Paimon, we're already heroes. This is beneath us.
It's alright. Really. I mean, no one's ever offered to join my team before.
Really?
Oof.
We're all usually on good terms, but whenever pilgrimage registration rolls around, it feels like everyone starts avoiding me.
Are we about to find out, like, she's a huge klutz or something?
They don't make eye contact or bring up the pilgrimage. It's like they're afraid I'll ask them to join my team.
How old are you?
I probably don't even need to explain the reason. I'm too weak.
You have a vision, though. And those two people that just left your team said that... did they call you weak, or did they say that they were weak?
It's pretty obvious there's nothing to gain from being on my team. That really doesn't matter to you?
Oh, don't you worry. The Traveler's strong enough for the three of us. Gods, dragons, giant narwhals. He can give them all a run for their Mora.
That's true.
Oh, I get it. You were able to overlook my lack of strength
How's it
because
going,
you're
Emma?
confident in your own skills.
I wasn't thinking about any of that, actually. You were in a tough spot, and I wanted to help.
That's right. We always try to help people out during our travels. That's what makes a true adventurer.
A true adventurer.
I don't think that makes us a true adventurer. I think that just makes us a good Samaritan.
You guys are really special. You know you're strong, but you don't take yourselves too seriously. That's exactly
I'm
the
drowsy,
kind of person
exhausted,
I
and
want to become.
overworked. I'm just gonna try to enjoy the new update and keep playing. Hopefully I'll be in a better mood by the time I log off.
You're planning on staying in Natlan for a little while, right? Mind if I try to learn from you while you're here?
What are we gonna teach her? Are we gonna give her the Dory memory cube thingy that we absorbed in Sumeru? Give you a 2.3% increase in your attack damage?
Learn from us?
Technically, today is my Friday, so I don't have to work again for a couple of days, and then it's back to work on Tuesday. My weekend starts now, and it's going to be extra long because of Labor Day.
Or a sidekick. You don't even have to teach me anything. I'll just observe.
I've always wanted a sidekick. I've also always wanted to be a sidekick. I like the concept.
I promise I won't be in the way. Besides, I can take you to see the sights and introduce you to Natlan in the meantime.
Alright, Paimon, you have been replaced.
What do you think, Traveler? Seems like she really looks up to you.
Which is weird, considering we just met like 5 minutes ago. What about your competition?
Oh, right. Didn't those people from earlier say the registration period was about to end? You don't need to focus on finding new teammates?
Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be able to manage it this close to the deadline anyway. I lose all the time. I'm used to it. Everyone around me is used to it. So it's fine.
How many years
No
have you
one
been entering this
expects anything
competition?
out of me. But if I manage to learn a thing or two from you, I might just pull off a win next time.
How often are these tournaments? Don't set your expectations too high, we're just ordinary people. Oh, don't be that humble, Ether.
Thank you! Who would have thought I'd get the chance to meet such impressive adventurers? Today must be my lucky day!
Yeah, I bought some extra lights because the lighting in my room sucks. I got this thing here. Ooh, 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 ooh. I only have one light source in my room, in the corner, and there's a lamp behind me, but they don't really light up my face. My desk is really thin, so the monitors are really close to my face, so I need this extra light just so you can actually see my eyes and not just see half the screen reflected in my glasses. They are not RGB, but they do have a bunch of slide things on them that I can attach. I could make them, I think, red, green, blue, or some combination of those three colors if I wanted to, but it's in a... Those little sliders are like in a box in my closet.
Well, come with me, you two. I'll show you where I grew up and introduce you to our tribe, the Children of Echoes.
What does Vosh call it? Is it bisexual mood lighting or something? Children of Echoes. Oh, that's the name of this tribe.
Hello!
Oh!
I'm Kachina, a member of the Children of Echoes. I adore green fruits and would love to become more strong. Even though I'm still not much of a fighter. I should probably save all that for later, right? Then, are you hoping to go somewhere?
I love these intro lines.
With these parts, so I can show you the way.
Kachina's become your companion. When she uses her elemental skill, she will enter the Night Soul's Blessing and summon Turbo Twirly to fight alongside her. Oh my god, it has a cute name. If the hold mode and the elemental skill is used, she uses it while Turbo Twirly is on the field. She will ride Turbo Twirly and gain the ability to move and climb quickly. So she's Geo Carrara. Additionally, when you switch to Kachina while climbing, sprinting, or while in mid-air, Kachina will immediately hop on Turbo Twirly as she takes the field. Interesting. This ability is known as Night Soul Transmission and can only be used in areas within Natlan where the... that's so weird that they're giving characters like region-specific abilities now. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, I forgot that we were still in this thingy. I forgot that I got a Peachy recently.
I can join the team?
God, she makes me feel sad for her already.
Let's go, Twirly!
Woohoo! Already fun. How does this work in combat? Imperishable Knight. That's a Toho reference. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, she said. They said, if you switch to her.
Incoming.
Oh. Oh, we can switch to her like that. Oh, that's so cool. This character's fun. This character's just fun for world exploration. It's not that I don't like art. It's just that there's a weird trend in what's it called? There's a weird trend with smaller streamers and smaller YouTubers where a lot of people will just take advantage to try to promote and sell their art. And I'm not the only one who complains about this. I'm Scout has even been vocal on this before in the past. I do like art. I just don't go out of my way to seek it. When I was a lot younger, I used to actually do a lot of drawing. It's a talent that I sadly had to gave up on because I was told there would be no business in it. Alright, let's go back to following Kachina.
Whoa. That thing over there looks super intimidating.
Yeah, it's a drill.
You sure it's not gonna fall off?
What is it? What
Don't
purpose
worry.
does it even serve?
Our tribe works closely with stone. That's one of our symbols, actually. It's not going anywhere, I promise you.
If you say so. A lot of my closest friends are artists.
Many of our tribes
Some of
people
them do it for a
love
living.
music and dance, and have
So the
an
reason I
amazing
mostly
sense of
turn
rhythm.
down a lot of people that try to sell me art
In
on the channel
past,
is because of the
outlanders
fact
have come
that
here just to study our culture
if I
and
want someone to
exchange
do art
views.
for the channel, I'll consult one of my friends.
My parents wanted me to learn dance, but I wanted to become a warrior instead. Do it again. That thing you did just now.
Follow your dreams, kid. Oh my god, look at that guy go! Dance, dance, dance. That's a light cone in Star Rail.
Hey, it's Io! Come on, over here!
But you have your own Saurian companion too? Wow, you're barely taller than him.
You. This is Io, my Saurian companion, and also an important member of my family.
That's nice.
He's saying hello. I think he likes you. Saurian? So in Natlan, you consider Saurians to be part of your family?
Why not? Most people consider their pets part of their family. In the United States, in some places, they can actually inherit your possessions. It's kind of weird.
Of course. Natlan is not only a nation of heroes, but also a nation of Saurians. They occupy an important place in every tribe. Outlanders always seem to think of Io as my pet, but that's not the case at all. Io and I go on adventures together, but he also has a
so it's
Saurian
not your
family
pet.
and a place to
It's
stay
your
of his
Paimon.
own. Sometimes he even brings his entire family over to eat at our house. The children of Echoes have the closest ties to the Tepetlisaurs, which are naturally very friendly to humans. That's how our relationship became what it is today.
Kind of like how wolves got domesticated by humans.
All Saurians have their own personalities, but I think calling them our companions pretty much sums it up. See? Io agrees with me.
Rollins!
Oh! You're here too!
No way! You have a Saurian companion too! Oh, what a sweet little thing! I think your friend here will get
Looks
along
a
with
little
Io just
Is it just me, or
fine.
does ours look a little chubbier?
Alright, you two go have fun. I've got some important business to handle, and then I'll be right back.
So what if... I wonder if there's a way to glitch into this Archon quest without getting Fujined into having a Saurian companion.
No mischief, okay? And you better not go leading your new friend astray, or I'm telling your parents.
Alright. Oh, I should have looked for, We still haven't hit the Tower of the Seven in this region yet.
This is the most cherished and most sacred item in our tribe. It symbolizes the Wayab that protects us and grants us blessings.
Why?
Wyab? Is that a god of some sort?
Sort of. We believe the Wayab dwell beneath the earth, while the Pyro Archon hails from above.
Okay, Earth spirits and celestial spirits. Makes sense, makes sense.
We hold regular gatherings here, actually. Our chief recounts and interprets dreams relating to our Wayab to decipher its will.
Like an oracle. Or a shaman.
The Wayab know the past and can foresee the future. Isn't that extraordinary?
That is a little bit extraordinary.
Huh. Kachina.
So this is the chief.
What are you doing here?
Chief! Oh, let me introduce you.
Now
This
that
the
is an
Paul, the
NPC
chief of our
design if I
tribe.
ever saw one. Holy hell, that is amazing.
Chief, these two just arrived in Natlan. They're super accomplished adventurers, and they're letting me stick by them so I can learn a thing or two.
Look how unsure of themselves they look.
Kachina is a child of our tribe. Her safety's my responsibility, so I'll just come out and say it.
Okay.
I don't know how you met her, but I'm gonna need you to prove your identity.
Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa! There's no need for that, Chief. They're good people. I can feel it.
Well, they have to make sure that we're not child predators. I'll give the man some credit.
A feeling isn't going to satisfy your parents, Kachina.
Ooh, are we gonna get to meet her parents? I wish we got to see, like, interesting and unique NPC designs for, you know, like, relatives of the characters. It's a valid concern. I get it.
How about, we show you our adventurer handbook? It's where all our previous travels are recorded.
I forgot that it does that.
The people who belong to the Adventurers Guild are kind of a mixed bag. I'd prefer something more reliable.
Ooh, I'm sure there's a newspaper article about us in Fontaine that we can... that Charlotte slipped us. Let me find it. Also, we still owe Charlotte, an interview with the Duke. God damn it, we never got around to that, didn't we? Shit.
you're the Traveler. And you're Paimon. It's familiar.
Familiar.
Paimon is a guide! Jeez, these rumors are getting out of control. Okay, maybe this one's not that bad. It does make you seem super powerful and mysterious, Traveler.
Paimon, to my side.
Wait, is there something special about those names?
You haven't heard?
Nope.
We've saved several countries.
Learn well from him, Kachina. It's unlikely you've ever had a teacher of greater merit.
The double thumbs up!
Really? To earn that kind of praise from the chief, you guys must be even stronger than I thought.
How are you making that clapping sound with such thick gloves?
Apologies for not trusting your word.
Also, can we get that cool hammer weapon of yours? I wish we had, like, hammers and more blunt instruments other than just claymores.
Oh, don't worry about it.
The
You
debate
were
club
just
is a
doing your
cool
duty.
weapon, though. I will give it that much.
Well, Kachina's still young, so you can never be too careful.
Again, how old is she? I never got an answer on that.
As for you, Kachina, isn't registration about to close? Why haven't you headed out yet?
Don't worry, Chief. I told my teammates to go ahead. I'll catch up with them in a bit.
Oh, come on, don't lie to the chief like that. You're on your own.
I may not be much of a fighter, but I am quick on my feet.
Is that supposed to be the Tehe reference?
Kachina's trying not to worry him, huh?
Yes, I can tell.
I see. Well, I hope I wasn't interrupting anything just now. If I did, just tell me where you left off, and I might be able to help with the explanations.
We were just getting shown around. We were talking about, was it the Wayab? The Wayab.
Let me think. I told them about the Wayab, so now's the perfect time to dive into ancient names.
Right.
Good thing you're here, Chief.
Give me that juicy
I
lore.
don't think I could explain it very well.
Oh, right.
Hopefully my headache
That
doesn't
word
prevent me
kept
from
popping
retaining
up in
any of
our
this information.
conversation earlier. So what does it mean exactly?
Well, Natlan is a nation of heroes whose valiant deeds are preserved and passed down over time in the form of stories.
Okay, interesting.
You can think of an ancient name almost like a label for these stories. By mentioning an ancient name, we remind ourselves of the epic sagas of heroes past.
For example, the most famous bearer of my ancient name fought in 27 Night Warden Wars.
Wow.
By
How
the
did you
time
get
he
the
fought
name?
his last one, he was already over 60 years old. Even though he wasn't quite where he used to be physically speaking, he still managed to achieve top rankings during the pilgrimage. Impressive, right?
So why do people inherit them?
Ancient names allow us to preserve the stories of the past, but they're also much more than that. Think of an ancient name almost like an heirloom passed down from generation to generation.
We also learned in that one Archon quest that stories let you get around the whole Irminsul memory manipulation.
Do you have your stone on you, Kachina?
Stone?
Of course. Here, take a look.
Ooh, that's cool. It looks like a volcanic rock or like obsidian or something.
Whoa, that black stone looks so mysterious. It's like there's something shiny inside it.
Looks like a feather. I was going to say it looks like an arrowhead.
The Wayab decide who is deserving of inheriting an ancient name. Once a successor is selected, the name becomes theirs to bear, and their deeds are then preserved within it. As time passes, ancient names come to represent the heroic deeds of more and more bearers, and their value becomes even more profound. In turn, the accomplishments preserved within it serve as an inspiration for the next generation of successors.
Just like me. I'm still not sure why our Wayab chose me of all people.
Because you probably got a lot of great potential, kid.
But if I didn't know the stories of all the past heroes, how they never stopped fighting, I probably would have given up a long time ago.
So it was like a form of mental fortitude.
Then you're saying this stone doesn't have any actual power? Like it's not gonna make Paimon super strong or smart?
Darn, I still want Paimon to be playable at some point.
None at all.
I don't know if I've mentioned that.
That is precisely how it exercises.
Or if I did mention it, I don't know how long ago I did. I've mentioned a lot of stuff. While going back and editing and like putting chapters on old videos, I found like an old theory I wrote. And I think it was during our Sumeru playthrough where I made a theory that Paimon is in fact the sustainer of heavenly principles. She lost in the war, and eventually this is just the form of she took with like amnesia or whatever. How ironic and cool that would be. Something along those lines.
Think of it this way. If you become a hero because the heavens granted you strength, are your triumphs earned or given?
Oh, Paimon gets it. If people start to ask those kinds of questions, the stories suddenly become a lot less inspirational.
Someone had this to say about ancient names.
Also, I kind of worried that you're not going to live up to your name. That kind of pressure would fucking destroy people.
Our forebears carved miracles into obsidian rock, yet future bearers looked upon them and saw strength. The miracles of the past become the motivations of the present. The limitations of the past become the breakthroughs of today. That's more or less the gist of it.
Okay.
So there's no rush, Kachina. Many people struggle to understand the Wyeb's judgment after receiving an ancient name. As long as you never stop trying to improve your abilities and surpass yourself, your time will come.
Thank you, Chief. I'll get it together, just you watch. Well, it's getting late. I've got to get to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame.
I just realized, it's actually, considering the fact that no one in this nation ever leaves this nation, I think it's kind of amazing that the news of us being like a 4 times world saver is even made it here. But I guess they do get travelers from the outside.
Right. I'm not sure where you're headed, but mind taking a detour with me?
Yeah.
Is that where the pilgrimage is taking place?
Yep. And outside of competition season, it's the place where our intertribal gatherings are held.
Will the Pyro Archon be there?
Of course. She's the most important figure in the entire event.
Sounds like a plan then. Let's go!
Well, if the Traveler and Paimon are with you, then I don't need to worry about your safety. Be on your way now.
Alright, we're off. See you later, Chief.
That was a cool dude. I hope we get to talk to him at another point in time.
I got so carried away just now, I didn't consider what would happen if our destinations were different. Luckily, that's not the case. Or, well, I guess we just have to meet up after the tournament.
You sure it's okay you didn't tell the chief about your team?
Chief Pakal's a really nice guy. If he knew the truth, he might even ask to join me. But he's not as young as he used to be.
The chief's allowed to participate?
He's got some old injuries that still bother him. He's not cut out for any more attempts.
Man, you're a really caring person.
He'll find out what really happened when he sees me compete. I'm sure I'll get an earful for lying, but this is for the best.
Man, Ether and me sharing a brain cell right there.
You high and dry, and you made sure they didn't feel guilty about it.
It's not their fault, really. The pilgrimage is extremely important to the people of Natlan. We all grow up listening to stories about the heroes of the past.
I never actually checked.
Warriors
what kind of unit is Kachina? Is she like a sword? Catalyst?
Not out of a selfish desire for glory, but to lend our strength to a greater cause. Anyway, don't worry about it for now.
I'll check in a minute.
Once you witness the spectacle for yourself, maybe it'll all start to make more sense. It'll also be a great opportunity to experience our culture and history. Alright, time to leave our settlement. Let's head that way. Our last stop, the Statue of the Seven, is also in that direction.
Finally, I get to see the map. One little distraction. Oh, we can favorite stuff and star them now. Okay, you're a spear user. Beginner's Protector. What are your abilities? Uh-huh. Oh, you scale up defense. I guess I should have guessed you're Chio. Fight alongside the Turbo Trusty Turbo Twirly. Summon Turbo Twirly. When the skill is held to release, Kachina will summon Ride Turbo Twirly. After the skill, Kachina will gain 60 Night Soul points after ending Night Soul's Blessing. Night Soul's Blessing. Kachina. Turbo Twirly's various actions consume Kachina's Night Soul points. Turbo Twirly can exist independently or be ridden or operated by Kachina. When Turbo Twirly is present, Kachina's elemental skill Go Turbo Twirly will change into the option to mount and dismount. This seems complicated as all hell. Holy crap. What's your roll? Time to get serious. Striking the ground, Kachina deals AoE geo damage based on her defense and creates a Turbo Drill Field. The field increases Turbo Twirly's attack, AoE, and movement speed. When Kachina is riding it, if Kachina's own Turbo Twirly is present when this is used, the Turbo Twirly will be summoned to her side. Interesting. After nearby party members trigger Night Soul Burst, Kachina's geo damage bonus increases. Damage increased, but that's just a good overall passive. Gift Heart of Unity. Night Soul points are depleted. Kachina will switch to consuming Floggleston to maintain her Night Soul's. That's the weird energy that we collect. Okay. That's kind of bad. Boon of Crystal Flame. While in the area of focus of mechanics within Natlan's, 20 stamina will be restored when interacting with some of the harvestable items. Interesting. Okay. People told me that we won't be getting Pyro Traveler.
So pretty. Is
and when I went back and looked at my reaction to the 5.0 trailer, I noticed that we were not Pyro infused, so something's probably going to happen here.
You betcha. Beautiful, effortlessly confident, and absolutely awesome.
I completely forgot to see what the statue design was going to look like. And I've also learned that the statue designs fucking lie. Statue of the Seven in each region sometimes has them holding a weapon. This makes it look like the Pyro Archon is a catalyst user. But if Manqu is the Pyro Archon, which she might not be, I could be wrong about that. She looks like in the trailer she's using a giant fucking claymore.
Oh, since we're here, you might as well go get your shiny new elemental powers, Traveler.
Way to jinx it, Paimon. That's true.
Huh? You can get elemental power from the Statue of the Seven?
Oh, just you watch, Kachina.
Oh, now that we show somebody that we can do this is why it's not gonna work. Like the Statue of the Seven. The world opens up before those with noble hearts. Says the Children of Echoes. Alright, so we have Sulfurious Veins, Tepakak Rise, and then, we have 3 Statues of the Seven to find still. And a world quest.
Huh? That's not right. Is the statue asleep or something?
I don't sense anything.
Huh. Shouldn't you be able to shoot fireballs or summon flame pillars by now?
Flame pillars. Nice. Nothing happened. I don't sense any elemental energy either.
Strange. Must be something unique to Natlan.
I'm just going to assume it's a ley line problem. Because it's always a ley line problem.
We got your hopes up for nothing.
No, it's alright. If anything, I'm even more curious now. Were you really able to gain elemental powers just by touching the Statue of the Seven? That's something only vision bearers can use.
Yep, it's always been that way. Still not clear on how or why, though.
Could you show me? Only if you want to, I mean. No pressure.
Alright. Just show that you can wield phenomenal cosmic powers. We have how many elements under our control right now? Like 4?
Take it away, Traveler.
Ooh, cutscene. Oh, Electro, the one Traveler I never used. I actually did use Animo Traveler for a while. I think Animo Traveler's pretty based.
Different elemental powers. bewildered
People
by
tell
a
me that
single
GeoTraveler is pretty good. I haven't tried it out
I've
yet.
never even heard of something like that. Let me give it a try.
How? Come on.
Nope. Still just Geo.
Imagine if it did work. Maybe you should try going to Fontaine, see if you can do it there.
Anyway, I was right. You really are something special.
Just wait until you hear about our previous adventures. Ooh, what's that?
I can't see, Paimon. The camera's focused on your face. Ooh, that's the new boss, right? That I assume I'm going to have to fight in order to get... Oh, camera pan.
Oh, that's a cuckoo soar. They fly high and fast, and they're always full of energy.
Reminds me of our time in Mondstadt. There's something huge in the sky.
Paimon already made the connection, Traveler. You don't have to imitate her.
Oh, before I forget, we've got a pretty long trek ahead of us, so here, take this.
What is it?
They look like shiny little gems, don't they? Don't be fooled, though. It's actually candy. My mom made them.
Sweet piece of candy.
I always bring a few when I know I'm going to be out and about for a while. A little boost of sugar can really come in handy in a pinch.
I know. I ate an entire bag of chocolate chip cookies when I got out of my nap bed from home from work so that I could do this stream. Sugar is the only thing keeping me awake right now.
Woo! Paimon loves candy. Thanks.
That's very generous of you.
My pleasure, my
I'm a sugar
pleasure.
fiend. I
I've
love
got all
sugar. I
sorts
love
of bits
sweets.
and bobs on me. I'm sure they'll come in handy at some point.
One of my dreams at one point was to actually be a food critic for desserts, but that's never gonna happen. Maybe someday I'll do a stream where like I'll buy a bunch of stuff like what Connor Dog does and just buy like I bought every cookie in this store and tasted and rated them all, and then I'll eat like saltines in between each one of them just as palate cleansers. Because I don't like a lot of those because they don't really palate cleanse all that often because it's just you eat a bunch of stuff in a row, you're not going to be able to differentiate it all that well. Land of Saurians. Let me take a selfie real quick. There we go. When I eventually edit this down for YouTube, unless I see something interesting, I'm probably going to edit out a lot of the travel time. So this is going to be like a 2.5 hour stream. But for the people on YouTube, it's probably going to be closer to like maybe an hour and 45. Maybe 2 hours on the dot. I tend to like edit out maybe like 30 minutes on average from these streams. Excuse me, you two. You travelers from beyond the lands, yes? Sorry, but this little Tapetlosaur is your companion? Even got a lovely scarf tied to his tail, I see. Sure is a little bundle of energy. Yep, this is Rollins. We met as soon as we arrived in Natlan. He's been traveling with us ever since. Rawr. Traveling together, are you? Well, forgive me for being a bit presumptuous. That kind of behavior is dangerous indeed. Traveling together with a Saurian, you mean? Humans and Saurians living together is pretty normal here, isn't it? Or do you mean traveling is dangerous and so Rollins shouldn't wander off too far? Not exactly. Travel's good for Saurians and humans alike, but if you forgive my bluntness, Rollins here is quite different. Sorry, all this talk and I haven't introduced myself. Manqu's the name. I'm a researcher for the Saurian Relics Association and responsible for scholarly inquiries into certain tribal customs. Simply put, I study past tribal customs. And of course, I've heard of our little Tapetlosaur's name. May I have yours as well? Paimon's Paimon, and this is the traveler, Dan. Rawr. Ah, such energy. Looks like Dan and Paimon have been taking good care of you. Eh? Of course we have. We feasted a ton in our time together, haven't we, And he's running off. Hey, don't go wandering off! And there goes Paimon too. Shame. Such a vigorous little one too. So what's the danger exactly? My apologies. Eloquence is not my strong suit. But I really do think it's a shame. Alright, I'll be forthright. You must have seen many little Tepetrosaurs before. Yes, Rollins is different from them. Yeah, he's got a beautiful ribbon on his tail. You mean the red mark on his horn? It's not a mark of an ordinary Saurian would bear. In truth, records indicate this to be the Flame Lord's blessing. Jolcolotl. How to put it, Saurians with this mark often possess incredible power, such as greater strength than other Saurians, swifter swimming speed, or being able to leap greater heights. That sounds like a perk to me. But as I said before, this blessing is from the Flame Lord, not from their own power. This is the power of the far ancient dragons, and Natlan's Saurians can no longer withstand it today. The Waiub in the Night Kingdom also reject their power. As such, refuse to accept such Saurians. And in the process of growing, they will sometimes be killed by this power, or driven mad by it. Both dangerous possibilities. Perhaps I believe you should deliver him to the Children of Echoes. It will deal with the matter appropriately. That phrasing is ice cold. Again, apologies for my clumsy words, but I believe it's best to leave this to us locals. Thanks for letting me know. But do you not intend to give up on him, I presume? Giving up should never be the first resort. Alright, very well, Outlander. Your resolve is evident. I do not know if I should reveal this to you, for this is a secret that only we locals know. But if you wish to save Rollins, you must take him on a pilgrimage to the volcano. Legend has it that our tribal warriors would carry a token that was split in two. In the great volcano, they would wash their name of the companion as remembered by the fallen dragon. Oh, is the Flame Lord they're referring to, is that the Dragon Sovereign of Pyro? I'm just now making that connection. Then they would gain their Saurian Night Kingdom's acceptance once more. Why are you telling me this? Because the people of the 6 great tribes no longer attempt this, nor have they the time to spare for such an attempt. But you are an outlander, a traveler from afar, unbound by the old-fashioned ideals of tribes. And if you succeed, you will prove beyond a doubt that the inscriptions on some of the ancient relics and crumbling scrolls remain true to this day. This is of the utmost importance to me. So if you'd like to try, I will help you find that token. And as for you, will you be able to save your companion? Sounds like a win-win. It's worth a shot. In that case, I shall let you know if I find the place. Alternatively, you could come find me. My research will take me near the Children of Echoes for the time being. Till we meet again, my friend. Saurian Relics Association member. I was in free. Hey, Rollins, quit running around already. Alright. Oh, by the way, that guy's gone. He didn't say anything weird, did he? Long story short. In other words, Rollins is sick, but we need to grab some stuff and take him to the volcanoes and he'll get his illness cured? Alright. Not that he seems to understand anything that's going on, of course. Not that it matters. Maybe we'll solve all his problems before he gets big. That way there'll be nothing standing between him and the growing up healthy. Now we can't be sure if we can rely on that guy, but if it's a token we need, we can look around too, can't we? Who knows, we might even find one faster. Rollins, you come along too. Let's get rolling, looking for this token while we're at it. You know what? I'm gonna forget that. Call of the Mystical Martial Arts. Well, I hope we keep just chugging along naturally. So we need to get a token and go to the volcano. So that's the B plot. B plot is our little Saurian friend. Gonna save Rollins' life. Some of these Pyroculuses. Can I fight these things? I kind of don't want to find out. Please, stay on your hind feet.
I'll keep this close. Propagate!
I must leave no stone
Transfixed!
Don't blink!
Yumakasuri. Uh-huh. Oh, that's gonna make traveling so much faster.
We've come a long way. How does a break sound?
Reasonable.
Great idea! All this sightseeing is making Paimon hungry.
You say that as if you use your stomach to see.
Oh, are you all out of candy? I've got some more if you want. I've also got bread, drinks, fried rice, roasted apples.
Do you also have a secret Paimon prison wallet?
Whoa, you're practically a walking cafeteria!
I just like bringing a lot of stuff with me. As my mom always says, it pays to be prepared.
It does, and all this talk about food and candy is making me hungry, which means the stream will probably end sooner rather than later.
They only come in handy every so often.
I planned on streaming till about 8 or 9.
Better late than never, right? Huh? Is everything okay, Traveler? Seems like you've got something on your mind.
Thinking about what happened with the statue that said, you're still thinking about that? I already stopped caring.
That's so weird. It has to mean something, don't you think?
It does, but I thought about that then. This is now.
Actually, you know what? It could be because our Archon is different from the rest.
How? I mean, Fontaine doesn't even have an Archon anymore.
Different how?
Well, I heard that other nations' Archons live a long time and belong to a class of extremely powerful beings known as gods.
Technically, no. Venti is a wind sprite. Zhongli is an Adeptus, I think. Farina's a human. Focalors was a... What are they called? Ocinid. And Raiden Shogun, we don't really know what she was, actually. All we know is that the current Raiden Shogun is a puppet. And that is sometimes occasionally possessed by Raiden A, who lives in the plane of Euthymia. Yeah, we never got a lot of clarification on that, did we?
And that's not the case in Natlan?
Not at all. Every Pyro Archon in Natlan was an ordinary person before taking on the role.
Huh? A human serving as an Archon? Is that even possible?
A human ascending to the Divine Throne? It's kind of like what... No, that's not what Farina did. Not at all. Farina did the opposite, in fact. The Tale of Vanessa kind of lines up with that.
You find it hard to believe too, huh?
No, I don't find it hard to believe. I think it's perfectly reasonable. But then again, I have the outside knowledge of knowing this is a fantasy game.
So that's not normal then? I guess I've just gotten used to how things are here in Natlan.
Well, based on what we've seen, that's not usually how it works. It can't be that easy for a human to become an Archon, right?
I thought Celestia picked the Archon, and then I guess the Archon can kind of pick their successor. Because that's what Elegia did when they picked Focalor. And, what was it, I kind of, sort of, Ruka Devada kind of, sort of picked her successor as well. And in Raiden A's case, she kind of just took the Gnosis. Is she even technically the Archon on paper? Was she ever, like, approved by Celestia? How does that work exactly? Is Raiden, in fact, actually the Archon, or is she just pretending to be the previous one? I didn't think about that until now. Fuck, I gotta update my Archon fucking list again of best Archons. Raiden might not technically be an Archon. Fuck, why am I just now thinking about this? There's no Geo Archon right now either, technically. Wait. Is Venti the only fucking Archon? Fuck! I had him at the bottom of the list. He's at the top of the list by default now. He's the only Archon.
Pretty sure the Pyro Archon's the only one who can answer
No, wait.
that.
No, Nahida gets to stay at the top. No, she doesn't. I mean, she's just kind of a clone of Ruka Devada. Does that count? Fuck, oh, this is complicated shit. The lore is confusing.
I do know this, though. Even after becoming the Pyro Archon, the person in the position still grows old and requires rest. The statue of the Seven may look a lot like our current Archon, but that has to be a coincidence. Countless people have held that title over the years.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I was mentioning that earlier about how, like, it doesn't always look like the Archon, or it doesn't always represent them. Like, the Tower of the Seven in Fontaine made me originally theorize that when we did get the Hydra Archon Farina playable, she'd be a Claymore user. Because we don't have a Hydra Claymore user yet, I don't think. I don't know what Mulani uses as her weapon. And I was disappointed when they made her just a normal sword unit.
Oh, I should also mention, the pilgrimage is actually how we select the Pyro Archon. Anyone can claim the title, you just have to prove your strength.
So the contest is all about how strong you are.
That's right. We believe performance in battle is the most comprehensive test for a future Archon. Plus, when someone emerges victorious, it's hard to argue with the results. Our current Archon achieved an overwhelming victory.
How cool would it be if Kachina ends up being the Pyro Archon by the end of this storyline? Calling it now.
Don't just take my word for it, though. Even the tribe elders said they've never seen an Archon with such strength before.
Ooh, and now that I say that out loud, that would also mean this is probably going to be the second time we've seen an Archon die.
But it's just as Chief Pakal
Although we
said.
didn't technically
Today's
see it.
limits
Us, the
are
audience, saw it
tomorrow's
last time. Nouvelette saw it.
Our future Archons will go from strength to strength.
Yeah. Anyway, I should start paying closer attention to what she's actually saying.
But it's just as Chief...
Alright.
Okay, Paimon's gonna ignore the whole human becoming an Archon thing for now. It's just, if she's really that strong, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for us?
I don't think it affects us either way. But it basically means right off the bat, without even meeting her, Aether will probably know that, well, she's definitely not the unknown god we're looking for. Which I feel like Aether should have ruled out the fact that the possibility that any of the Archons are the sustainer of heavenly principles. I feel like Aether should have figured that out. Like as soon as we met Venti.
If we think back to what happened in Inazuma...
I'd say it depends on how she feels about us.
I wouldn't worry about it. Our Archon's a wonderful person and very welcoming to guests. I think he'll get along great.
But she's also mortal. She could be dead by the time we get there.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like we're planning on causing trouble either.
It'll all work out. You'll meet her soon enough.
Alright, Paimon's just about ready to... Huh? What's that?
It is a torch of some kind, I would assume.
Oh, we call this a phlogiston chisleth.
That's
Good
how you
things
pronounce
happen
that.
If you infuse it with phlogiston.
Phlogiston. Great, now we have another regional specific energy resource like Indonetium, Wisa, Numa.
Sorry to disappoint, but only people from Natlan can use that power.
Hooray, just like Wisa, Numa. But we got a cool sword that let us use those. Ignite the Chisleth. Haha, we cheated.
Huh? Wait. You can use it too? How?
It just came naturally, all in a day's work.
That was amazing! I don't even know what to say.
What's happening? Oh no, the big thing is coming after us.
Wait, look behind you. Something's coming. What do we do? Is something after us? Should we get ready to fight?
We're fine. This here is Toto.
Oh, you know him.
Hiya, Toto. It's me, Kachina.
I'm amazed that Toto could see you from all the way up there.
Well, aren't we looking lively today? Did the Chisleth lure you over here? Warm, isn't it?
so it was just a friendly Saurian.
Can we turn into one of these things too?
That's right. There's quite a few of them around here, and Toto's the friendliest and gentlest of the bunch. He's always hanging around these parts. I swear he does it just to show off to any Outlanders that might come this way. Don't let his size fool you, though. He's just a big softie.
Aw, isn't that cute?
What does the crouching mean?
That's an invitation. He's offering us a ride.
Don't mind if I do.
Paimon's not so sure about this. It's kind of scary, don't you think?
What are you scared of? You can fly.
Oh, good point. You guys have fun with that then. Paimon will just float alongside. Wow.
I didn't think we'd ride on the head.
The higher the vantage point, the better the view.
That is adorable.
Are you and Toto close to Kachina?
Yep.
Oh,
When
I
was
can.
little,
This text is
my parents and I went
auto-scrolling,
to the
so I better pay
stadium of the
attention.
Sacred Flame to buy a bunch of different fruits, but the cart we were using to transport them flipped over on our way back.
Uh-huh.
Toto wasn't even half his current size back then, but I still burst into tears when I saw him approach. I was afraid he was going to eat all the berries and sunsettias and leave none left for me. In the end, though, he
This
didn't
would
eat
also
a
make a
single
fun
one,
thumbnail.
and even chased off a few other Saurians looking to snatch a few for themselves. After that, he used his big head to help get our cart right side up again. I've been bringing him fruit ever since. Oh, and I was the one that named him Toto, actually. With the sheer amount of food
My
he
neighbor
ate, he
Toto.
pretty much grew like a weed. Before I knew it, he was already this big.
Oh! All those people despawned. Oh no! The world,
Look
it
over
stopped
there.
rendering.
That's our destination. The Stadium of the Sacred Flame. You can let us off here, Toto. Thanks for the lift.
Thanks, Toto. I wonder if this is like actually a Wizard of Oz reference. You always gotta check.
It's an easy walk from here, so I say we head the rest of the way on foot. It'd be quite the trek for Toto otherwise.
That's true, especially considering his size. Well, see you later, Toto!
Stay safe. Yep, it's definitely off. Still can't get elemental power from the Statue of the Seven. Jeez, what's with these statues? Maybe it needs some good old maintenance. Perhaps Natlan's just special. Now that you mention it, it does sound like Natlan's constantly been affected by the influence of the Abyss. Could that be why? Paimon hasn't got a clue. Who brought up the Abyss? I didn't bring up the Abyss. Did you bring up the Abyss? Oh, it's this guy again. I guess he can't interrupt us because we're on a main quest right now. I will just have to make a mental note to come back here. Because it is not letting me talk with him. Back to the... I have the no quest interruptions on, so it probably... It's weird that he managed to talk to us the first time then. You know, this is the first time I think I've seen a wooden road leading to something in a nation of fire. Not the safest thing I've ever seen.
We made it. I'm supposed to meet some friends here, but I don't see them anywhere. Maybe they're not here yet.
Open your eyes, Slowpoke! Ugh, we've been here this entire time. I've already lost track of how long you've kept us waiting.
What is that?
Listen here, you. It's
it's not just Kanish and Moalani's time you're wasting, but mine, too! Mine!
I feel like, there might have been something in those cookies I ate.
What the heck? That's a strange-looking Saurian. Or, wait, is it even a Saurian?
Take it down a notch, alright? You don't even know some of these people.
I'm just guessing this is an elemental manifestation like Oz.
Just because Kachina's too nice to get mad at you doesn't give you an excuse to be rude to her.
Kanich.
And what are you gonna do about it? You think you're the boss of... Hey! Oh, what do you think you're doing?
I feel like they could have audio mixed that better.
Alright, I've put him in a timeout for now. Sorry about that.
Aw, you didn't have to do that. Hal just doesn't have much of a filter, that's all. I don't mind.
He got what he deserved. Let's just hope the lesson sticks this time.
Alright.
Moalani, there you are.
Looks like you made some new friends. And here I was worried you ran into trouble on your way here.
Hello, Paimon's Paimon.
And I'm Dan, a traveler.
A traveler, you say? You came at the perfect time. The pilgrimage is a sight to behold this time of year.
I don't see your teammates with you, Kachina. Where are they?
I'm all alone this year.
Oh, they went to join teams with a better chance at winning.
So you're saying you've been ditched? Again. That might give them an advantage during the team stage, but it all comes down to individual strength sooner or later.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even promise them we would make it through the team stage.
You can't promise them anything anyway. It's a competition. There's no guarantees. That's how competitions work. This isn't a Mr. Beast video.
The outcome of the team stage usually depends on the ancient name bearer, after all.
Hey now. There's not a single person here that can promise their team victory.
See?
You're putting too much pressure on yourself.
Milani gets me.
Besides, you're not lacking in strength at all. You just need a bit more confidence.
Ooh, I just noticed she's got some very interesting pupils.
You were only 3 victories short of reaching the Night Warden Wars last time.
Wait, so if the pilgrimage is like a national sporting competition, then what are the Night Warden Wars?
Yeah, those were mentioned before. What are those?
The former is a battle of skill. The latter is a real war.
I guess this is the nation of war, after all.
A war against our eternal enemy, the Abyss.
The Abyss.
So they're here too.
Man, I wonder when we'll get to run into Dane. Because wherever the Abyss is, Dane is short to follow.
Whoa, wait a second. You're saying the prize for winning the pilgrimage is the chance to go to war?
That's not too far off. That's why it's called the Night Warden Wars. The pilgrimage chooses the strongest warriors among the tribes, and those warriors fight to repel the Abyss in defense of our homeland.
So I guess these aren't yearly competitions. They probably happen like, what, weekly? Monthly?
Their names and deeds are then recorded in epic tales passed down over time. That is the highest honor you can achieve in Natlan.
Is it dangerous, though?
Yes, but that's the nature of war. Danger comes with the territory. Resisting the Abyss is our duty. But we're not alone in this fight. We also have the blessing of our Archon, which allows for our safe return.
It's something we call the Ode of Resurrection, which
Ah.
does exactly what it sounds like, basically.
Ode to Resurrection, I believe, is the name of one of the Archon quests mentioned in the Travail trailer.
Resurrect people, you mean?
Yep, so it's not so scary, really. Our Archon's blessing gives us the courage to keep moving forward.
Let's go register. We don't
You
have
know,
much
that
time.
might be reason enough for people to not want to leave Natlan. If you're fucking immortal, because if you die, you come back to life, why would you ever leave that place?
Wait, what about you, Kachina? You're not really planning on competing solo, are you?
We really wish we could help, but we're not from here, so it doesn't seem like we can take part.
There's no threshold to the number of participants. With the sheer number of teams, it's practically guaranteed chaos. No matter how strong or experienced the warrior, victory is never assured.
You're just kind of saying a random side tangent. We were commenting on how we can't join her team. What about you two? Do you guys have your own teams?
In a situation like that, it's always better to have someone to watch your back.
Oh, how about this? When we register, why don't we ask if these two can have special permission to participate?
I was gonna ask regardless. Thank you for having my back, Milani.
Odds are the answer will be no, so if that doesn't work, well... I only have a few teammates this time. If someone else could take them, then...
You don't have to be that nice.
You're not asking me to lead your team, are you?
Look at you, mind reader. So, what do you say? With how strong you are, it would practically be an upgrade for my teammates.
Fine by me, but doesn't that leave you and Kachina as a team of 2?
There's a world of difference between that and flying solo. Besides, we're a formidable duo. I bet our new friends here will agree that 2's always better than 1, right?
Oh, I can't argue with that.
Oh, you mean us?
Things are definitely less lonely with Paimon around.
You're right. 2 is definitely better than 1.
God, I feel bad for Lumine.
It's just like the old saying we have here in Natlan. No one fights alone.
What was it, the Lonesome Road or whatever the name of that animated short was? I think I made a short about it. It seems depressing that she has, like, no friends, because Dane did not seem to connect with her at all.
But what if I drag you down?
Don't talk like that.
Listen to yourself. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Natlan who can beat us when we're together.
Me.
I can do it. I can beat both of you.
Hearing you say that does make me feel a little more confident. Still, teams rarely contain more than one ancient name bearer. People are definitely gonna think of us as cowards.
The rules don't forbid it, so who cares what they think? It's not like they left us any other option.
Well, I'll leave you to break the news to your soon-to-be former teammates. I'm not good at stuff like that.
You don't seem like the type. I'm gonna call you Don Hung from this point on.
Oh, I know. They deserve to hear it from me anyway. Just give me a second, you guys. We can go sign up together once I'm done.
Can we try out the special permission thing first? God, she's nice. I'm not pulling for her, though, still. That guy looks cool. Man, look at the NPC designs. Everything here's so cool.
This is the place. Let's wait for Mualani here.
Did you see the flags at the front gate when we entered?
Oh, yeah. There were flags, weren't there?
I didn't notice them.
Those are our tribal flags. One for each of the 6 tribes that make up Natlan, including the Children of Echoes.
Why the sudden tour guide routine?
That's what she's doing for us.
I said I'd introduce them to Natlan, and we've got nothing better to do, so I might as well deliver on the promise.
Fair enough. Well, I'm from the Scions of the Canopy. We live high in the mountains and have the closest ties to the Yumkasaurs.
Those are the green ones that do the slingshot tongues.
My friend Mualani belongs to the people of the Springs, a seaside tribe. The scenery over there is beautiful, and you can find some really tasty fish. That just leaves the Flower Feather Clan, the Masters of the Nightwind, and the Collective of Plenty.
Okay, now we know all the tribes. I'm not going to remember any of those. Children of Echoes I'll remember because it's a cool name.
If we get a chance after the pilgrimage,
I might
we'll
remember
be sure to
Science
show
of the
you
Academy.
around.
Well, if we're talking tribes, allow me to stand in for our chief and welcome you on behalf of the people of the Springs.
Mualani, you're back! We were just talking about you.
Everything's settled on my end. My teammates took it unbelievably well, actually. Your reputation is really something else, Kanich.
They probably just didn't see any drawbacks to your proposition.
Man, way to put that as negatively as possible, Don Hung.
We're saying the same thing here. You, my friend, are a formidable competitor, and they recognize that. Anyway, thanks for waiting, you guys. Let's go register.
Hello there. Here to register for the pilgrimage?
Saval.
That's right. I wanted to ask, though. These two travelers are very interested in the competition. Any chance they could take part?
I'm sorry, but only people from Natlan are eligible to participate.
You couldn't make an exception just this once? This traveler is a renowned adventurer. He's more than skilled enough to participate, and I'm sure the audience would be interested in seeing what he can do.
Yes, yes, sing my praises more.
It's not that simple, Miss Mualani. Even a single exception sets a dangerous precedent for countless interested parties in the future. The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending fire from the battles. This is the fire that fuels the sacred flame. Natlan is only safe from the invasion of the Abyss, while the sacred flame burns eternal.
I have yet to see a very valid reason for why I cannot participate, even though I don't plan on doing so.
Oh, so there's another purpose for the tournament.
We already knew this, Paimon.
That was the initial purpose, actually. Every participant, whether they win or lose, contributes to the defense of our nation. That's what makes it such an honor to take part.
Exactly right, Mr. Kanich. Contending fire can only be produced in battles between people of Natlan.
Is it that stuff that we used to fill that thingy?
Outlander participation would inhibit the production of this fire, which could in turn jeopardize the sacred flame.
But what if I can still collect it anyway?
Oh, so it all comes down to the contending fire.
It's fine. I understand the importance of this event.
Well, you can still enjoy the event from the stands. I'll try to get you some good seats.
That would be great! Tourists like us are better suited to being spectators anyway. Gil, there's something Paimon was wondering, actually.
If the Ode to Resurrection exists, why do you have to go through the process of selecting warriors?
You read Paimon's mind, Traveler. Why doesn't everyone just fight together? You know, since you can bring them back to life.
The power of resurrection has its limits. For starters, the Ode only works on those who bear an ancient name.
That's also why ordinary people who emerge victorious in the pilgrimage aren't sent to fight the Abyss. It's for their own protection. Although, they're still afforded the same honor as those who triumph over the Abyss in battle.
That brings us to the other condition for resurrection. Not much to this one, actually. Just one word. Victory.
I'm gonna need more of an explanation than one word.
Victory?
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash.
He said it! He said the thing! He said the thing from the trailer!
Only those who triumph over the Abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat in battle not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again. The tales of the vanquished are eventually forgotten, and an ancient name cannot survive when the stories of its bearers are lost to time.
Why would the victors need to be revived?
Yeah, they won, right? Isn't it the defeated ones who need reviving?
You have to think about it at the team level. For example, 5 representatives will be sent to repel the Abyss this time.
I gotta go back and see how many people were in that trailer.
Even if 4 of them were to perish, the Ode of Resurrection would still take effect. All you need is for one person to return victorious.
Because every victory is a building block of our legacy.
Of course, the team needs to be strong enough for that to be the case. Otherwise, the price of failure is still very high. That's why the first stage of the pilgrimage is divided into teams, to instill in us the importance of working together. No one fights alone. That is what we believe. A lone warrior is one whose defeat is final.
Ooh, what if we become the Pyro Archon by the end of this arc?
This all sounds pretty dangerous.
But Milani's already confirmed to be playable, but she might not be actually the Pyro Archon. I don't know. Can she just hand it over?
Well, that axiom is meant to be a warning as much as a source of inspiration. Danger is always present, but together, we can move forward, united in the knowledge that behind every hero charging into battle lies the support of all of Natlan as well as our Archon. Not to mention, the Abyss isn't an enemy with a concrete form. We're often just dealing with the fallout of its scheming.
I've actually fallen in battle before. I spent some time wandering the realm of the Wyab. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before.
Really?
The realm of the Wyab? Does that mean the Wyab exists somewhere in Natlan?
Hard to say. The realm's not somewhere you can access by ordinary means, and very few people are capable of establishing a mental connection with the Wyab.
Is it that weird place that we got teleported to?
We call this realm the Night Kingdom.
Oh, never
A
mind.
mysterious liminal space between the body and mind, life and death.
It's a liminal space. Like the back rooms?
The fact that you were resurrected at all is the worst thing in the world.
Then releasing you from your timeout has gotta come in at a close second.
You would do well to speak with reverence of the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula-How! Lest you live to regret it.
If you're done arguing, your registration is now complete.
And we've been wasting her time the whole time.
It all went fairly quickly, considering we all know each other. Now, I just need to register your team members according to their name cards, and you'll be all set. In the meantime, you can all go rest at the hotel. As usual, dinner and lodging for tonight are free.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. All food and entertainment before tomorrow's matches are on the house, courtesy of our Archon.
I wonder how much that costs and affects the economy.
Family and friends included, which means you both get in on it. Come on, let's go have some fun.
I mean, I kind of want to pay, though. I like to contribute to the economy. Really absorbing, like, the wall art.
Dig in, you guys. Eat as much as you want. These dishes are all local specialties.
That looks like a volcano on the table there.
There's more where this came from, too.
Oh,
so
is
don't be
it
shy.
ribs?
Let's feast until the bill gives the Archon a heart attack.
Don't be dramatic.
The Pyro Archon is very generous, even if it does cause some trouble for all the hotel workers and volunteers.
Don't be mean to the staff.
Speaking of trouble,
I work at a
I've locked
hotel.
How away for now, so you don't have to worry about him being a nuisance.
Wait, isn't that a little harsh?
Nah, Kanichi and How are always like that. Everyone has their own unique way of getting along with their Saurian companion.
Wait, that's a Saurian companion and not like Oz? I thought that was going to be like just part of his vision powers.
What's got you all down in the dumps, Kachina? You don't have to worry about tomorrow. I'll be with you every step of the way.
You have a really great friend, Kachina.
I know. Everything's fine, really. I'm just nervous. I can't keep using my age as an excuse. I have to get stronger.
How old are you?
I have to prove to people that I'm not trying to avoid the Night Warden Wars.
You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You know your own heart. So stop beating yourself up over other people's opinions. If they don't think you deserve to bear your ancient name, they can take it up with the Wyab. Trust me, Kachina. The Wyab see something special in you.
I just hope it's not the fact that I can take a few punches.
Oof. I'm guessing the pilgrimage hasn't gone too well in the past.
Yeah, I'm on a 7 or 8 pilgrimage losing streak. My ranking has been improving little by little, but still no wins.
How often are these held if you've been in 8 of these?
To be honest, losing 7 or 8 times isn't even a lot. Maybe other people can't see your improvement, but your performance still isn't something to scoff at.
Yeah, didn't you say you got really close before?
Not matter. I've always been a strong believer in it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
It's just, what if I don't even make it through the team stage this time?
Hey, have a little faith, will you? You've got me on your team. Stumble, and I'll be there to get you back on your feet. Run into someone you can't beat, and we'll face them together. I know you've never tasted victory, but you trust me, don't you?
Alani, you're the best. I trust you. I definitely do. And you're right. I've got
There's
to pull
kebabs
myself
on the other
together.
side of that volcano.
I still don't know why the Wyab chose me to inherit an ancient name, but I can't be the only bear who's ever felt this way. If they can keep at it, so can I.
Not to mention, the fact that your ancient name has survived until now means all your forebears managed to honor its meaning. Otherwise, it would be lost to us by now, shattered by defeat in battle.
That's right! And you'll have us rooting for you too!
I've already forgotten what her ancient name was and what it meant.
No. It should be the other way around. I was clearly the one who asked to learn from you. But still. Thanks, you guys. Jeez, now I'm crying again. Everyone has been so nice to me today. I'll win this time for sure. I won't let your support go to waste. Oh, right. I should eat something. My mom said I need to keep up my strength for tomorrow.
Yeah, we've been doing nothing but eating candy.
Nice to see your game face back, Kachina.
Thanks for encouraging her, you two. It's easy for people to only see how she has a lot to learn, so it isn't often that she meets people willing to treat her with patience.
Don't you worry. We've seen how kind and hardworking she is. We can already tell she's a wonderful person.
Yeah, she probably makes my top 10 list of the nicest people we've actually met in the story so far. Milani, you make that list too. Actually, Kanich, despite your design, I actually didn't expect you to be this nice. I'm glad that we're making friends so quickly.
Take it easy. You're getting tears in your food.
Hey, I like the salt of tears.
I'll pour you all some drinks. I brought some homemade fruit juice. Let me just go grab some cups.
How old is she supposed to be again? Oh, wait a minute, there's tacos on that table.
She even travels with homemade juice?
Kachina's backpack is practically a bottomless pit. It's got everything.
Ah, so it is like Paimon's prison wallet.
That's true, but she definitely only offered us some so she could go find somewhere to cry for a
Also,
little
I just realized that Paimon made a joke about how we can't find anything in our backpack because it's so full of crap, and that is so true.
Seems like you two really look out for her.
She's like a little sister to me, you know? She's already so talented. She just needs that one decisive win to convince her of it. And I have a feeling this is the one. This could be the win that finally gives her that confidence.
Why are you so sure? Is that what happened to you?
Oh, no. I was just born confident.
Yeah, that makes sense. You definitely have the personality type.
Mulani's being modest. She's already a 3-time veteran of the Night Warden Wars. Came out on top each time. And she's never had to be resurrected.
Wow, that's amazing!
Damn.
Nah, it's no big deal. The opponents I had to face were pretty tame, that's all. Ooh, no wait, that makes it sound too unimpressive.
Uh-huh.
Either way, the challenges haven't been that difficult so far. But I'd love to fight alongside Kachina and experience the glory of victory together. The flowers, the applause.
Paimon gets it! That's how Paimon and the Traveler are too.
Fighting side by side, yeah, I guess.
Hey, a little more confidence, please? Paimon's always there to cheer you on.
Drinks are here. Better try them while they're still fresh.
Feeling better now, Kachina?
Me? I'm totally fine. Really, I promise. That was just nerves earlier. I'm gonna get some meat in my system, then head out to get some exercise. Wanna be nice and loose for the tournament tomorrow.
Which is probably why one of her idols is stretching.
I'll come with you.
Just don't go overboard, okay? The last thing we need is for someone to oversleep. We've got an early day tomorrow.
If only we had a friend who never oversleeps.
Alright, fine. Make sure you guys are up on time.
God, y'all are great friends.
Attaboy. I knew you'd catch on.
So full.
Natlan,
So
a new adventure.
sleepy. We should get a good night's sleep before the competition tomorrow. I'm still a little worried about Kachina, though. Maybe we can help her out with her training. She did say she wanted to learn from us. Not that Paimon's gonna be doing much of the teaching.
This would be a good stopping point, but I see an optional objective, and we're gonna do that. Hopefully doing this optional objective won't advance the day. Man, if I actually walked here, it probably would have advanced the day. Huh? Okay, down here.
Kachina!
Oh, it's you two. I just finished training with Mililani. What's up?
Well, you worked so hard to introduce us to Natlan, we wanted to return the favor.
Thought I could share some experience with you.
Wow, you guys are exactly like Kachina described. No wonder she's already your biggest fan. Guess I should make myself scarce, though. Kachina was the one who helped you out all day, so I don't want to intrude on your secret teachings.
It's actually just a simple piece of advice, actually. Battle is more than just a contest of strength.
Huh? What do you mean?
Observation is also key.
Observation?
Study your opponent, master their habits. Let wisdom become another weapon in your arsenal.
Yeah, the person who hits the hardest isn't always the one who wins.
Oh, I think I get it.
I think that might be foreshadowing. I have a bad feeling our Pyro Archon is going to lose to El Capitano. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
You're saying fight smarter, not harder. Having the strength to win is just as important as knowing the right strategy.
True.
Atta girl, Kachina. Exploit your opponent's weaknesses while maximizing your own strengths, and you're sure to find opportunities to turn the tides in your favor.
You're right. I just need to focus. When I get nervous, I forget to assess the situation and end up rushing in without a plan. Mind sticking around a little longer, Mililani? I want to try out some new moves.
Sure.
Thanks for taking the time to teach me, you two. I won't let you down.
Just give it your best shot.
I'm not keeping you up, am I? You sure you'll be fine tomorrow?
Oh, I'm bursting with energy. Couldn't sleep if I wanted to.
Alrighty. Well, this is going to be as good of a stopping point as any. I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next stream. It'll probably be in a day or so. I don't know how much more there is to go through, but I have a feeling there's at least 4 more hours of content. Maybe more, maybe less. We've been going for 2.5 already at this point. Editor me on the YouTube version of this is probably going to cut a lot of it out. If you'd like to stay up to date on when I'm going to be going live next, the best way to do that would be to join me on the Discord. I keep the links to it on my About page here on Twitch, as well as in the links to the description of every one of my YouTube videos in the last 3 years. And then some. Till next time, bye-bye. Stay safe, everybody.